Uh, I mean, he's fine. He had some hamstring tightness, and it cramped up on him. And that ball that Danny had to come in for, he was going to jump for it, but he says he could tell that he was. I mean, it was tight, and because when he walked the first batter, we were like, man, something's not right. You know what I mean? So, he'll be all right. But like I said, we got him out of there before, something happened.
What were your overall impressions of him, both on the mound and in the batter's box tonight?
Well, like he had good mound presence. He was throwing the ball downhill. He had a good cutter that jammed a couple guys, and he had pretty good command with his fastball and his changeup. And I've seen him hit before, and I know he can hit. And he thinks he can hit with just half a hitting. And I just told Murphy, I says, he's a good hitter. He might hit one out of here. And I said, when he does, he's gonna do a lot of talking. And then Murph says, hey, and then when he hit it out, Murph said, now let him talk. You know what I mean? So that was big for us, to win that game. It was big to stay away from Melanson because we didn't have him in the pen tonight. And so I was hoping we score, a lot of runs. I really didn't know the young man pitching against us. But, we had him on the ropes in the first inning, no outs, and he got out of it with a couple key strikeouts. But then Anthony, that was a big, 3-run homer that Anthony hit to give us some cushion.
You've known Matt for a while now. Do you get a sense of what this opportunity means to him, given what he's been through?
Well, I've told him, and I said, hey, it's a chance for you to, reestablish your value and get back on the board as a big league pitcher, and try to find a home and not go from team to team to team because he has, too good of stuff. We, took a chance and sent him down to get in great shape, and he's in much better shape now than when we saw him in Chicago, and he can pitch. It's just a matter of him concentrating, which he did tonight, and going after the hitters.
Dusty, what do you think is the difference between his fast start in Chicago and the fact that he fell off the map somewhat?
I don't know. He wasn't throwing nearly as hard as he is now. He was throwing a bunch of change-ups, and I don't know what happened over there in Chicago. I haven't really asked him, but it's hard to imagine a guy. I think he was 5-1 or 5-2. When they got rid of him. So it really doesn't matter. It's just that we gave him another opportunity, and we're urging him to run with it.
Dusty, that Rendon homer
yes.
came after an intentional walk to Bryce.
Yeah.
The second time Bryce has been put on in last week, I think. And he went a long time without getting an intentional walk, and both times Ramos last week and Rendon today made him pay. What's the better sign for you that Harper's hitting well enough to get put on, or how the team's responding behind him to protect him?
Well, I think they're going to put him on whenever they have a chance to. Regardless of what he's doing. So I think it's better how guys respond behind him. Because that was some of the problems early in the year. When the guys weren't responding like they are now. I urge them that you don't always have to hit into, try to hit a home run, which I'll take. But if they're putting him on intentionally, most times there's a runner in scoring position, and really all you need is a base hit. And like I said, I hit behind Hank Aaron for a while and a couple of years, and he used to tell me just stay out of double plays and don't strike out and just hit the ball hard and try to get a single, and then they'll stop walking me. Because if every time they walk somebody intentionally, if you just get a base hit, that negates the strategy of walking the guy ahead of you in the first place.
Obviously, the results were good for Lopez, but
yes.
What did you think of how he handled relief?
Oh, yeah. I thought he handled it well. He threw some, 97s, 98s up there on the board. And then when he couldn't find the plate, and then he made some outstanding pitches in this, with his secondary pitches. He threw some great changeups, and he threw some outstanding breaking balls. And if you can get those over the plate, it's in your mind that a guy's throwing 97, 98, and you really don't have time to kind of adjust to it with your body, your eyes, and your hands.